The reason why it floods so much in Roanoke is because we developed our city on generally pretty poor soils that do not drain very well. Roanoke is often fondly referred to as the bottom of the bathtub. So you think about where the city of Roanoke is situated in the Roanoke Valley. We're kind of at the middle of the heart of the Roanoke Valley, and we're kind of in a lower lying geographical area. So if you think about, the surrounding landscapes, we have these really nice high gradient mountain streams that tend to get pretty inundated pretty quickly with floodwaters that kind of rush down towards the bottom of the bathtub, which was where we are in the city of Roanoke.
So with flooding, you can experience anything from damage to your personal property or your business, as well as health risks from molding after the fact or disease in contaminated water. You can also have psychological issues, such as stress and damage of having to leave your home, or losing your business in a flood. There's a whole host of issues that come with any natural disaster, and flooding can cause all sorts of damages to our lives and impact even just the basic movement in our city, being able to access streets and bridges and things like that. We love our rivers and streams. They're great assets, but being next to any body of water, you're definitely at risk of flooding. It's not a matter of if, it's when it will flood. So if you're near a body of water, you're definitely at higher risk. And if you're in a lower lying area, that's also a greater risk for flooding. So along the Roanoke River, as well as some areas downtown and by some of the larger tributaries. And you can also check your flood risk online on our real estate GIS. We have a flooding layer, and that will show, the 100-year flood risk, and you can see where your property is in relation to that to see how much at risk you are.
The first of 2 surveys is our Resilience Planning Survey, which is open to the general public, and we are requesting feedback from the community on their specific flood risk, not only to their individual home or business, but their neighborhood or their community. And so we're not only asking for their experiences dealing with flooding in the past, but also ideas for mitigation and flood risk reduction projects in the future.
Our second survey is super short, really simple. You can just drop a point on the map or type in your address of an flooding issue you have. You can upload your pictures really easily, either issues you have right now or in the past that maybe you saved a photo. And we're just looking for hot spots around the city of where we have some flood issues, and so we can get those into the plan so that we can make some plans for the future to improve upon them.
So right now, the planning department is actually kind of working collaboratively with the Stormwater department. They are running the grant, but planning is also assisting them with kind of going over aspects of it, making sure that it's kind of in line with what planning also wants to see, so we can get the best outcome for both departments. And that's actually one of our priorities or action items from a priority in our comprehensive plan, is develop a comprehensive approach to stormwater management. So it's going to affect our neighborhood plans, which are more specific to each neighborhood. We have 27 neighborhood and area plans, and we'll look at each specific area, and we may find through this resilience plan that there are some areas that are not mapped specifically by FEMA as a flood area, but as an area that is actually prone to flooding, and it's something we would want to consider when we come up with these neighborhood plans. Another thing we will be looking at once we have that plan is our zoning ordinance, which includes all of our floodplain management regulations, and it may be something that we need to alter within our zoning ordinance based on the findings of the plan.